I was like, how long have we been waiting for? Too long is the answer, clearly. Well, hello, everybody. And by everybody, I mean, hi Jolo, hi Cardiff, and hi Danu. Hope you're all well. I hope you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear the game. Should I get some background music? Probably. Given that I leave the game on this title sequence while it's loading, maybe I should just pipe the game audio through, because I don't actually do anything. Doing that usual thing of like 5 minutes beforehand going, yeah, I'll just wait for 5 minutes. Wait to go live for 5 minutes. Just wait for everybody to turn up. I'm glad the Discord thing worked. So clearly, my Twitch was connected to Discord, and OBS was like, you're streaming, I'll put you in streamer mode. But seemingly what it was the bit linking Discord to Twitch or Twitch to Discord. Basically, I hadn't got Discord connected on the Twitch end. I'd clearly got it connected on Discord because people could see my Twitch and I could see my Twitch on my Discord, but it was missing the link the other way around. So I'm guessing Twitch must notify Discord that you've gone live, and that's the bit that actually tells you you've gone live. So it must be, a combination of you having streamer mode on and also having Twitch linked to your Discord, so that it does that bit, because that's literally all I've changed. The only thing I've done is disconnected my Discord from Twitch again and gone back through, and then when I did it, I had the connections on my Twitch. When you look in your connections, you can see Discord is connected to Twitch, and I must have at some point just gone, well, I don't need that, and disconnected it. So yeah, maybe that's the thing to tell Vilmada. I suspect that might be the problem that he's having as well. It's worth a shot. Who knows? Anyway, I hope everybody is well. I had planned to start a bit earlier. I had planned to start very early. I planned to start at like 8 o'clock, and then it became 9 o'clock, and then we were trying on wedding suits because we're going to a wedding next weekend. So we were trying on all the clothes to check that they fit, because we did a few bits of shopping for that. So yeah, we were just checking we got everything. So then it ended up being, almost 10 o'clock before I started. But we'll see. Anyway, hope everybody is well. Welcome into Cardiff and Danu, who I'm guessing haven't been to one of my streams before. As Meat always likes to say, it's quite a hand crank stream, although I do have Nightbot now, so I can do shout outs for people. And there's at least one other command in there that people can use. And thanks, Danu, because I think you were saying, along with David in one of his chats, like a few things that I could try. So hopefully it'll work. Hopefully it won't block anybody that comes in and raids me. I think I've turned everything off in the mod emote blocking stuff, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I am streaming Remember Me, which I've talked about a lot, and I was doing. I feel like I was dropping lots of subtle hints in lots of people's streams at various different points that I was going to stream this, and anyway, here I am streaming it. So I've done 2 streams already. We're up to episode 3 of the game so far. Can I remember what happened in the last few episodes? No. I know it's the 10th anniversary of the game this month. That's the reason why I'm streaming it, because I quite enjoy the game. And it's really sad because I saw today that Life is Strange on Instagram at least was saying that all the games are on sale at the moment. And of course, this one isn't, because it's technically a Capcom game and not Donut's game. So, yeah, there we go. But anyway, we'll see. So, yeah, I'm going to jump straight back in and try and remember where we were up to with this game. But yeah, if anybody's got any questions about it, feel free to ask. I'll try and remember what I'm doing.
Using the architect's codes I'd stolen, Edge sabotaged the Saint Michel Dam, flooding the Comfortress. According to him, it was just desserts for those who only worried about their own comfort. Why did I do what he asked? I could have left the city. Invented myself a new life somewhere else. But I wanted to come back to being public enemy number one. Was it part of who I am? Have we brought justice for the outcasts of Slum 404, or have my actions condemned them to more suffering? Only a militant believes that the ends always justify the means. Ed revealed to me that my memory had been conserved in the fortress of the Bastille since my conviction. I have to go there and recover my true self. The only way to get into the Bastille is with the memories of Johnny Greenteeth, a colourful resident of Slum 404. The problem is that no one knows who he really is, or where he hides out.
So, episode 3, which I've forgotten the title of. We did watch this video last week. Oh yeah, high tension, deep exit. Lol. Hopefully the sound for the game is okay. I'm going to try not to talk over the fights, because I think part of the problem last week was I was talking over the fights and people couldn't hear anything because the fighting sounds are quite loud in this game. So, let's have a look.
Okay, Tommy can help you get back inside La Bastille. Go back to his bar.
Couldn't he have done that this morning when I was there?
No, we had to drain Slum 404's lower levels first.
You got everything planned out, huh?
Yeah, wouldn't want to make life easy, would we?
Temporary caution protocols are in effect in this district. Please stay in your homes. All public movements are restricted until further notice.
No refund or exchange, period. Let's trade with Smile. That sounds good. Kind of worry when it says as good as fresh. I'm like, that's yeah, that doesn't look particularly appetizing, if I'm honest. PadamMarche. Good. Well, I'm glad they got the Kylie references in. I do like some of these. I feel like these little sort of in jokes almost are kind of like, you know, don't know, trying to find their style. This game. No squatting. Yes, Bob. I mean you. Hello, madame. Yeah, so the thing we got in the last fight was the spammer, which lets us basically start to unlock doors. We can also use it against enemies, but that's kind of like one of the mechanics for, yeah, opening doors in this game. Oh yeah, so we've got these things called Scaramechs that basically sort of lurk around in the levels, and we can, shoot them, and they'll give us some of the, that PMP thing that we had a discussion last stream about PMP, and I could not remember what that was.
Took a bad turn around here.
Contributes towards what we need for this level. Yeah, so it's set in Neo Paris in 2084. So, yeah, about 61 years from now. So yeah, I guess it is cyberpunk inspired. Certainly, this feels quite cyberpunky, doesn't it? But then obviously you look kind of up there. And I mean, this is one of the things that I love about this game, and I said in the last time I was playing it, that you look at the graphics for like the background of this game, and you're like, wow, for a game that's 10 years old, that's pretty impressive. Oh yeah, I did leave. Yeah, I left my channel in. I think it's still in follower only mode. I mean, I guess I could turn that off. I'm not sure that there's that many people here other than you three. So I don't know. We can see.
No prisoners approach to counter this threat to Neo-Paris. As emergency teams flounder in the wake of the San Michel flood, the enigmatic errorist leader, known simply as Edge, has taken credit for this outrageously cool act of sabotage.
Yeah.
The botched
Who is Edge? I wonder.
Errorist and Edge's current fun buddy seem to confirm the errorist leader's claims. Chief of Saber Force, Captain Square-Jaw Tight Pants Trace, has promised that taking...
And here was me hoping for a quiet game. Clearly not, obviously. That would be remarkably boring. So yeah, this is part of the Slum 404 is the bit that we cleared out at the beginning of, at the end of the last stream, the last bit of the game. So obviously I guess all of this was underwater until fairly recently. So yeah, it's obviously looking a little worse for wear down here, perhaps. Ooh, and of course we've got a new combo. What have we got now? Oh, just one more that we can unlock. Okay, I don't think we need anything right now. See how we get on. Thanks for the tip. I'm just no good at the combos. Which is what we established in the last stream. Maybe I am when I'm only fighting one person, but... Right, okay, let's carry on. Oh yeah. I remember this bit freaking me out before when I walked past, and yeah, that one there just like randomly moves its arm and you're like, okay, thanks. Really don't need terrifying.
Welcome to Maggie Said It First, the daily politically incorrect news source at General Glabathon. My couch warmer today is Captain Gabriel Trace, the oh-so-serious...
We've got enough politically incorrect news sources that we probably don't need anymore right now. I don't know about Paris, but I certainly feel like I've been transported to Amsterdam right now. Yeah. So I can hear a Scaramech, but I don't know if it's on the other side. Yeah, guess not.
Give me your face! I am the remedy to your sadness. Take my...
Oh yeah, so the beauty of this now is unlike last time where we couldn't get rid of them when they were on the wall, we can actually now shoot them while they're on the wall, which does make life a little bit easier for us, shall we say?
Your fear hardens. Punish. What? Punish! Vengeance! In any case, punish!
Yeah, basically cyberpunk zombies. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I suppose they are a little bit like Golem people. That's kind of the impression I get from playing the game. Basically, the TLDR, Danu, is that your memories your memories live in. Oh, Joe, can you remember what it was that they said about it? The thing at the back of Nillen's head last week. I can't remember what it was what people were saying about it, but basically, yeah, your memories can be sort of like downloaded and stored and shared and things like that. And effectively, these enemies are people who have had, I guess, some sort of memory condition issue. And they've maybe had their memory wiped or attempted to have their memory repaired. And basically, what happens is in Neo Paris they like shove them away when they have memory issues. It's quite sad, really. But yeah, they end up in the Slum 404, the area we're in. Basically, they end up down there. And yeah, you can sort of see by the sort of donut on the back of their head, it's like corrupted. That's how you can tell that they're going to be enemies, basically.
Punish!
Really do need to figure out how to do these other combos. We'll get better at these combos, honestly. Never mind. Yeah, the fried egg. That was what it was. I thought it was something more obscure than that, but I mean, it is basically a fried egg on the back of the neck. Yeah. And yeah, it is. It does feel cyberpunk inspired, definitely. If anything, yeah, the fighting element is probably the bit that most people criticised about this game, and actually it's probably the bit that I least enjoy out of it. I suppose it gets better when you get better combos later on in the game. Sort of this early on, it's a bit laborious, almost. Yeah, combat's janky, story, acting, graphics. The music's fantastic. The clips of the music we were just getting in that last bit it's another one of my favourite tracks from the soundtrack for this game.
Jax. This ad. I've heard it before.
That's a
If
good
anybody's
sign,
like pandas.
sister. It means your core memory resisted the treatment.
A Happy Place product. Happy Place, the place for fun.
Yeah, Infamous is not one that Infamous is not one that I played, so it's interesting to know that it's this is kind of similar to that.
Making him toy #1 this season. Jax the Panda, a Happy Place product. Happy Place, the place for
Switching
fun.
that way.
Jax knows everything. Jax does everything. Jax and your children love him. To celebrate his 25th anniversary, Classic Jax is back.
Hello, friend? Maybe? Maybe not? Oh. Trying to drop off the edge of the world. I'm quite glad they give you the Sense and Fury early on because it is really useful. It's definitely probably one of my favourite attack methods that you can use, and you can wipe out quite a lot of enemies quite quickly. Ooh, hello, enter the sensor menu. Combo lab. Okay. Ooh, some more presents. I think this is the last one we get in the game. I don't think there's any more. Yeah, so this one's really useful when we've got some of the longer combos. I mean, the XYY one that we have now is quite a long combo, but yeah, what you can do then is chain the pressings together to make the pressing you just used much more powerful. So what we got, a Y. So, oh yeah, you can stick it there because it needs to follow something. What have I got? Oh, that one's the timing one. Let's unlock that one. Stick it there. Guess I'll stick that one on there so we've got a bit of a chain going on it. The real question is, can you drop kick? Unfortunately, not like you were doing in Dying Light earlier, Danny. Or at least I don't think I found the option to do that if you can do it. Infamous series is PlayStation exclusive. Yeah, that's probably why I've not played it. Nice. Yeah. I certainly have heard of Infamous, but yeah, if it's PlayStation exclusive, that's probably why I've not played it. What are we doing? Where are you? Right, okay, so... Oh, X, Y, Y. And now it's a case of remembering what combos I've got where. X, Y, Y, X. Yeah, so that's much more powerful because what it's done is it's chained together my the attacks. That. is forever going to remind me that combat shooting is a thing, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm just not very good at it. I love it how that's clearly like an air conditioning unit, but like, no, shoot that and it'll release the ladder. Okay, game, I believe you. Oh, did you play Infamous, Jolo? That wasn't one that you streamed, was it? Or maybe that's why I know it. Did you stream it? Some buses. You'll be getting a call from Jolo's lawyers shortly if you're not careful. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether it was one you'd streamed before or not. Door. There we go. Again, the Skyrim mechs are not a thing that I'm particularly worried about catching. There is, I'm pretty sure, an achievement for getting all of them, and I'm pretty sure I got them all in my last playthrough, so...
Nealon, yeah. I'm waiting for you at the Leaking Brain. I'm looking forward to helping you find Johnny.
Johnny?
Johnny Greenteeth, the bogeyman of Slum 404. He still remembers all the old passageways beneath La Bastille. At least that's what Edge says.
Okay, I'm inbound.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I've got a capture card to stream this, Danny. I'm playing this on my Xbox 360. Unfortunately, because it's published by Capcom and it didn't do particularly well as far as Capcom's concerned. It's never been remastered or made available on back compat to Xbox, which, given the games they have back compatted, I'm really surprised this didn't make it to back compat, but such is life, unfortunately. So yeah, I bought a really cheap capture card off Amazon, basically, to play this with. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm glad it's working all right. I've watched the stream back and I've noticed, probably not so much because we haven't really been watching that many videos that have involved people speaking, but I have noticed that the audio in the video is a little out of sync. I thought I'd fix this, but obviously I haven't, unfortunately. But yeah, I think it's all right graphically. I'm having to do some odd things with, because I guess it's a really cheap cap card, so I think it's like emulating some of the graphics settings. So it's
What was that?
It's probably a little bit more intensive on my OBS than it would be if it was like using the hardware emulation for it. So, oh, good. Well, I'm glad it's all right at the moment. As I say, you might notice it if we have a video where you can see people's lips move. That's how I noticed it, because at the beginning of the game there is a sequence with a lot of sort of like, you can see people's mouths moving when they're talking, and I did notice it was a little bit out of sync, but yeah, it'll be fine. So yeah, those I'm sure those invisible people will definitely not be an issue for us at any point soon at all, possibly. He says, knowing exactly what's coming up next. Yeah. Unfortunately, funnily enough, I can't see invisible people, so gonna make fighting them interesting fun.
Tommy, I just had a run-in with some leapers. Scary. They vanish at will.
I stopped being surprised by any of the evil shit that comes out of those tunnels a long time ago.
I'll be there soon. Until I get there, keep your eyes peeled.
Well, that was considerably easier than I thought it was going to be. If I'm honest, I thought that was actually going to be much more complicated than it was. So, not going to complain about that. Oh, do I need the help while I'm here? Oops, throw myself off the edge of the map. Yeah.
The Reconversion Project. A revolution from the conceptors of Sensei. Memorize. Trust us.
This is gonna hurt.
Seems to have an annoying habit of breaking the environment around here, which
Suck it up, Nilin.
not exactly ideal. Need some sleep. Rent a box. The house will buy a round tomorrow. Okay. Sounds a little bit like those really cheap hotels in London where you just rent a box for the night or whatever. Like, okay. Yeah. Oh, of course, some more of our friends come to join us. Yeah, that is very true. Cheap hotels is not a thing that I found very much in London. Okay, yeah, so this is another one of the press-ins that we get, which is the Sensen DOS, or DOS, I guess. The one that basically overloads everybody's... it's a bit odd. Half overlapping the text there. Yeah, that basically deactivates, I think, everybody's powers, and obviously the people that are invisible have got a particular power, so we can turn that off by doing that, and it makes them invisible, and temporarily stuns them, so we can actually take them out as well. Oh, so I actually have to use that now, okay. I'd forgotten that the point of this now is for you to learn how to use that power, so could take a little while, but... The game's like, you've learned enough anti that you don't need it anymore. Which is good, because otherwise we'd be here for a while waiting for it to time back out again. No mate, I don't really want French kiss with you, I'm afraid. Phew, is that it? Oh yeah, marching platform. Oh, you're seeing NMQ in London next year? Ah, that'd be cool. Yeah, cheap hotels. I mean, we stopped in Walthamstow before we went over to Disneyland a few weeks ago, and that was, I mean, it wasn't cheap. We're talking like 200 odd quid. But that was the cheapest at the time.
Okay, up it is.
But yeah, where do we normally stop? Southwark I've stopped at. That's usually quite cheap. City Road, which is between Old Street and Moorgate, so quite close to City Road. That's quite close to Old Street and Moorgate stations, and relatively close to St Pancras. It's only like 2 stops down on the Northern Line from St Pancras, so that's usually fairly cheap. Where else have we stopped? London City, which is another one, not the one on City Road, but that's up and near Aldgate. I think that's between Aldgate and Aldgate East, so that's round on the Circle Met district line out, sort of. Again, you can get into St Pancras relatively quickly on that line. That one's usually fairly cheap as well, but quite expensive. Yeah, if it's in January, I might be able to, because I usually have a bit of time booked off around that after Christmas. So yeah, you have to send me a message, Jolo, let me know when you're going down, and I'll see what I can do. But that'd be cool. Right. So puzzling time. And by puzzling time, like none of the puzzles in this game are particularly complicated, but basically we've got these locking bars that we're needing to corrupt in such a fashion that we can basically make our way up to the top. So again, not particularly complicated. Oh, 3 nights in Earl's Court for 460. That's probably not too bad, really. I mean, London definitely has things are very expensive if you're stopping at a weekend. Like Friday night, Saturday night are usually super expensive. So we normally stop in travel lodges, so you get to see the breakdown of the rooms that you're stopping in usually. And yeah, usually your sort of Friday night, Saturday night are the most expensive, and then your midweek ones are slightly cheaper, which was why it was really odd when we went down on that. When we went down on that Thursday, and it was really expensive to stop. But I think the problem with that was it was the weekend leading up to one of the King's birthdays, so I think everywhere in London was just really, really expensive. Which was unfortunate, but yeah. Oh, it's more like 400 because I had it in Euro. Yeah, well, yeah, so actually, yeah, 400 for 3 nights is probably not horrendous for London, if I'm honest. Really? Yeah, Tuesday to Friday, yeah, that's probably some of the cheapest. Certainly, midweek hotels are usually fairly cheap in my experience. Certainly in London, where it's just extortionately expensive, regardless. Oh, just love looking at this game. Just looking at the graphics of it, and I'm like, oh, so good.
Careful, Millen. Nice and easy, does it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a drop. Oh god, I'm just reading your message, Danny. Oh, was it last year? Oh, nice. Yeah. Ugh, I'm not looking forward to the alleged heat wave we're going to get again this year, because that was pretty horrendous last year. Yeah, what you don't miss is having to get from Aberdyfi in Wales all the way down to Gatwick. Oh my god. I'm not entirely sure exactly where Aberdyfi is. I'm going to guess it's northish, probably. Yeah, almost missed your train at Birmingham. Ooh, oh no. Yeah, so I'm guessing the train you were probably getting down was one of the Avanti ones, if it's going through Birmingham, and they are probably not the most reliable train service in the UK. I think they're probably the worst train service in the UK at the moment. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me, unfortunately. I mean, when we get HS2, that'll fix everything, right? 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 Oh, God. If there's one thing I love, it's public transport, and if it's one thing I hate, it's public transport in the UK, because it is absolutely horrendous. But yeah. Oh, so yeah, so you spent some time in London, you spent some time in Wales. That sounds really cool. I hope you enjoyed it. I do like Wales. I used to go quite a lot to a place called Brennan, which is in the north of Wales. It's really near to Snowdon, actually. It's in the national park, Snowdon National Park. A place called Capel Curig, and that was really cool, like an outdoor activity centre. And so yeah, I do really like Wales. Like part Welsh, so you know, very small part Welsh, but it does seem like a really nice country. Oh, oh God, yeah. I have. I assume are you getting somebody to drive you to Leeds Bradford, Jolo? Because if you're not, I have no idea how you get to Leeds Bradford by public transport. Um, to be fair, getting to Manchester Airport now is a nightmare from Sheffield, and the closest you can get to East Midlands would be East Midlands Parkway, and that's a hell of a commute from East Midlands Parkway to the actual airport. Yeah, I was right. It wasn't Avanti. Surprise, surprise. I think there are also some West Midlands trains, ones that go direct from Birmingham down to London, but the vast majority that go into London are Avanti. Yeah. Train to Leeds, then a shuttle. Oh God. Yeah. Good luck with that. Oh, that's good that you managed to be able to change it. It depends what train tickets you get, because sometimes some of the cheapest train tickets that you get down to London from places are advanced singles, and so if it's cancelled, you're probably okay, because Avanti would probably just let you on the next train down. But yeah, sometimes you are really stuck. So, oh, you're not flying till 2, so at least, oh God, yeah, a 5 a.m. start would be horrendous. I've never actually flown from Leeds Bradford. I don't know if you've flown from Leeds Bradford before. I've never flown from it. It's been on the list because Jet2 do fly from there when we've been on holiday, but it just looks like a bit of a nightmare to get to. And I mean, Manchester Airport driving from here is a nightmare. But it seems a bit easier than Leeds Bradford, at least. But yeah, I hope you managed to get over okay. Right, where are we? This way, maybe.
And several thousand wounded. A Sen emergency channel has been opened for subscribers of Flash update. Thea has been rocked by an explosion. The cause of the blast is as yet unknown, but initial estimates put casualties at 100 dead and several thousand wounded. A Sen emergency channel.
Just going to follow this delivery drone. Huh? Oh, yeah, Transport for Wales service was running. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm meant to be going to Leeds shortly to
Home
see,
again. Rack 'em up,
surprise,
Tommy.
surprise, a theatre production with a friend of mine. And we were looking at booking the train to go over to Leeds, and unfortunately, it happens to fall on a week when there are a load of train strikes, and the trains to Leeds from Sheffield are the little commuter ones, so they tend to be the ones that some will run, like the big intercity ones will probably run in the next strike, but the little commuter ones don't, so I'm going to end up driving us to Leeds, which is not too bad from Sheffield, but yeah, had rail strikes in the UK, that never happened.
Determined bastards, huh?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Go on! Hit! That's
What
it!
did you say to these guys,
Put
Tommy?
your tails between your legs! I have a very strict door policy!
Thanks, Tommy.
When the water drops, you'll go somewhere. Those little brain screw-ups.
I mean, I think in this game there are literally no trains.
You want to find Johnny?
Actually,
You're
that's a
gonna have
lie.
to go deep
Um,
to leap a territory.
But yeah, rail strikes in a post-apocalyptic universe.
They didn't stick still for long.
I think that's probably the least of your worries, I suspect. Hello, leaders. Oh, do you think? I mean, I'll take a medal if you've got one going.
What did you say to these guys, Tommy? Okay, Joko. There's too many of them.
I might alter that combo if I can. Where am I? There we are. Let's stick a cooldown one on the end of that. Yes. Because I think I can do a good attack and then get a cooldown off the end of that, so I think that'll be useful. Because I've actually managed to chain these together quite well. Phew, there we go. Right.
I call it the junk ball. My own recipe. Don't hold back with this one, girls. Spread the love.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, so now we end up with another upgrade to the spammer. Which, funnily enough, destroys sugar weaknesses in equipment and buildings. So we're certainly going to be needing to use this very shortly. Well, we'll need to use it now, but we'll have to use it again very shortly. So, why are we already going weird? And I was like, oh, I've got no health, that's probably why. Funnily enough, talking about Wales, the actor for this character is Welsh, which is why she's got a bit of a Welsh twang to her. For somebody that lives in Paris, you're kind of like, why have you got a Welsh twang? But that's the reason why. Phew. I'd like to say that was easy, but it wasn't.
Is that all you got? That's what I thought.
Just make it look easy. Sorry, Tommy.
Hey, you want to help? You can stick around, help me fix up my place.
No can do. Bigger fish to fry. Fish like Johnny Greenteeth.
How's a boy to compete with a wet tunnel leading into leaper-infested darkness, huh? Have a heart.
Sorry about your bar, Tommy.
You be careful, Neely. There's a storm brewing, sweetheart. You don't let it swallow you up.
I'll do my best. Let's do this first. Oh no, I've got enough health. Honestly thought I didn't, but okay. So, now...
Hey, Nilin, how are you? Wow, you and Edge really threw the shit at the fan. The whole city's in a panic.
Yeah. Shit seems to be the word of the day.
Okay, good. I gotta get going. I think I've been made. Remember you soon.
Thanks for the quick hello there, bad request. Yeah, honestly, these like robot parts all over the shop are only moderately disconcerting. Love that focus boost, thank you. I had been ignoring those, to be honest. Those little sort of pictures that turn up to show you to do things, but I guess they are quite useful as well. Of course, I guess if I can knock them in the water, that's less of an issue for me to have to deal with them. But oh, was that it? Okay. I feel like one of the other ones must have fallen off the wall and into the water, because I definitely didn't hit them and heard them screaming. So. Oh, dear. those robot faces there are, yeah, definitely not ominous at all. I'd like to say that I could read the French that's written on the bottom, but I can't. Brain pain, I definitely can. Yeah. I thought I said rain pain for a second then. I was like, oh, well, yeah, that wouldn't be good either. Yeah, so you see what I was saying? I mentioned that there were no trains. Well, that is a lie, because there is an underground. The metro, obviously, in Paris. And so, yeah, these are some quite fancy metro trains. These, I almost feel that they look a little bit like some of the new trains that are on the London Underground to some extent. They certainly don't look like any metro train when I last went to Paris, but that's a good few years ago since I've actually been to the centre of Paris and been on the metro, but
Damn it, Nilin. Like a bug in a jar.
There's nothing to fear.
yeah, just an everlasting rail strike. Yeah, I mean, the French are very good for their strikes, so it would not surprise me.
Just a tiny sting.
The results of the test are encouraging, Professor.
The secret and the secret and the secret and the secret and the secret.
Johnny? Johnny Greenteeth?
Well, hello there. Isn't that just somebody you'd like to meet on
This is for you.
a dark alley? Maybe not. But we get to go on a tram, so you know.
Make your way up the wagons to the cabin. Look for the emergency brake control.
Oop. Hello, Xbox. Xbox is like, nope. Had enough now. Yeah, there is definitely more to the game than this, I can tell you that. So, yeah, the game does appear to have crashed, considering that I can't press the Xbox button to get the guide up. It does seem to have decided that it's had enough. So, let me try turning it off. I'll turn it off, turn it back on again. We'll see whether, I suppose, I don't know where this will have saved the game, so. Doop, 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 doop. Might just put this fan on behind me in case it's got very warm in here and that's what it's complaining about. It did reboot remarkably quickly though, so let's see what happens. I'm sure it saved. I really hope it saved my game. I mean, how do you tell you're a real streamer when your game crashes, right? That's how this works. Cloud. Yeah, I don't think I was at 26% when I started it earlier, so I definitely feel like it's remembered part of where we got up to. So let's see what happens. I'm not entirely sure why I've got worms pinned in there, to be honest. I haven't played that for a while. I think I was trying to get some achievements on it at some point. So I think I pinned it so I could get to it easily. Because unlike on the Xbox Series X, you can't you can't save games into groups on your dashboard. So, we're not too far back. That's good. So the pinning option is basically the option you've got for saving things that you want to get back to. Right. Take 2.
Damn it, Nilin. Like a bug in a jar.
The results of the test are encouraging, Professor.
Johnny? Johnny Greentooth?
This is for... Doctor.
Sure, that just has them right. That said like tram bran or something like that.
Look for the emergency brake control.
Could be weird, but okay. Let's try this again. Just gonna take it really slow. There we go. That's a bit more like it. That's what I expected to happen, but okay. Yeah, I should take these out without doing anything.
I can feel your heart! You in here! I said I am not letting
Hi, Johnny.
you in here!
Might do this. It's like the timer counting down. What's the timer for? Like, oh yeah, I've got to stop Johnny from getting in. Boom. Yeah, the one time the train is actually running. It's clearly an Avanti that only, runs occasionally when it feels like running. And then the one time it runs, it, ends up, tips upside down. So, less than ideal, if I'm honest. At least it's not like the underground levels in Tomb Raider 3, for example, where you're running through the underground, trying not to get hit by the train. A bit like the fact that Tomb Raider 2 kind of instilled a fear of drowning in water because of
Probably a new mutation.
not being able to
maybe an evolved species.
not being able to find out how to swim in the game. Like Tomb Raider 3 terrified me with the underground levels. I just kept getting hit by the train, and that was like
Get
that
out of the
crunch
metro.
you got by being
There's
hit by the
all
train.
kinds of things lurking down there.
No moving, thanks. Yeah, so the intro to this game, Danny, and I guess for Cardiff if you're still lurking around. But yeah, basically the intro to this game was you escaping from La Bastille and effectively ending up inside one of these containers. So these containers are basically where they seal up. I mean, I'd like to say they seal up dead people, but given the fact that people that are clearly not dead end up in these containers in the underground. But yeah, you ended up in basically escaping the Bastille in one of these containers here. So hence the rather delightful folk you get to see here. That reminds me very much of like a character from System Shock 2. That reminds me of some of the characters you got in that game, which I'm going to play at some point because I did back the remastered version on Kickstarter, I think it was. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that at some point. Yeah, it definitely is another layer of grim. But also really interesting. Like I think Donut's done a really great story for this game. I think it's fantastic, really.
Punch! Rising tide.
You. Let's attack you. This way.
Admire the madness of our generation. Families once lived here. The government had them forcibly removed to construct Saint-Michel Dam and secure the fortress of La Bastille.
Yeah. Guess where we're going? The fortress of La Bastille. Just what we wanted, right?
You hear that? You heard that, right? Jeez, calm down. Like a freaking cat in a flux chamber. This is our last rotation. Then they're flushing the slums. Okay?
Yeah, so we got introduced to these in the last time that I played this game. These remembrains. Basically, as we'll find out in a second,
Let's see how you did it.
this whole bit is mined, and so what we did is we stole Johnny's memory in the last section. That is basically going to give us a safe path through this area without blowing ourselves up, which will be kind of preferable, I guess. Or at least
La Bastille isn't too far from here.
Maybe it's just me.
People used to live here.
Outcasts. Miserable souls. All moved far away when they built the new La Bastille.
Hey Nick, how are you? You alright? I assume Jolo's still around. If you are Jolo, could you give Nick a shout out, please? I'm good, Nick. How are you? Yeah, I'm doing alright. You've just missed my Xbox randomly deciding it had enough of this game. So yeah, I had to kind of quit out and come back in again. Thankfully, it remembered where I was, so I didn't have too much to sort of replay of the game. But yeah, no, I'm good, thank you. No worries, Danu. Thank you for coming in. It's been absolutely lovely to see you. Yeah, go sleep. I hope you sleep well, because I know you were talking earlier on your stream how you'd not been sleeping particularly well. So yeah, hope you sleep well. Thank you for coming in. It's been lovely to see you, and I'm sure I'll catch you on one of your streams again soon. Of course. Just destroying the environment as usual. No, it's not a problem at all, Nick.
Another 97 falls nearly there.
Oh yeah, you were playing Final Fantasy earlier, weren't you? How are you? I think you said when I popped in last time that you were really enjoying it. You still having fun with it? Not paying attention to what was going on there. I think it was around this way. It was. Oh, you finished it. Nice, nice. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not sure what this game would particularly remind you of necessarily. I've talked about it before, how it's by Don't Nod, who did Life is Strange, so I guess maybe it looks graphically similar-ish.
That's
to
it, Johnny.
that.
Don't let go of me now.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I guess graphically it kind of looks similar to that, but this one is much, I say much more open world. It isn't, but you know, I guess Life is Strange is very go do action, go do action, go do action kind of thing. This you can. It's still the same thing, you know. You start still going off and doing things like that, but possibly less storytelling-ish than Life is Strange, I guess. I don't know. Getting teased for finishing games off stream. I can't imagine anybody would ever do that, eh, Jolo?
That's it, Johnny. Don't let go of me now.
Heck. Not paying attention at all to what was going on there. Completely forgetting what I need to do. There we go. Definitely was pressing the right button, but okay. Okay. Ah, yes. Oh, nice, Nick. Have you got anything nice planned for the week that you're off, or just gonna play games? Play games and send me reels on Instagram. It's that silly US holiday. Oh, thanks. No, 4th of July. Independence. Day of Treason. Whatever.
Where's your backup?
Good question. Where is my backup?
can be repaired, not you.
Does the DOS work on this? I can't remember.
You chipped my paint.
And then clear it.
Time will while you bleed.
Come on, Dylan. Unfortunately, it is all I've got.
Just a little interesting.
Maybe that's what I wanted. Could do with some help, but
I only need one hand to crush you. Interesting strategy.
the only strategy I've got. I think it would be better off under the crown. Well, yeah, I suppose it couldn't be any worse than it is currently. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I use oil while you bleed. I hope you'll make this interesting.
Oh. Honestly, the only disadvantage of playing this on Xbox 360 reminds me. Oh, not great, the Xbox 360 controller. It would have been nice if this was on. Would have been nice if it was Xbox. It was excellent for Xbox One. I could have bought it on Steam, I suppose, and played it on Steam instead, but it's nice to play on Xbox because. So can I just toss him? I guess I can't do anything with that yet. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to avoid losing my health earlier on in that battle. I don't know when you get more health in this game. Yeah, you must get more, but I hope you'll make this interesting. Remember when. Of your ability to throw boxes in the opposite direction and then hit me. That's maybe a little bit cheating AI, but you know.
Not you.
Well, best I can do, I'm afraid. So I don't know whether that actually times out is blowing up things, but obviously not. Hey Neuro, you're right. Jolo, could you give Neuro a shout out as well, please, when you get a second? Thank you. Welcome to me trying and failing. I hope you'll make this interesting. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I only need one hand to crush you. I use oil while you bleed. Yeah, Neuro also playing Final Fantasy. How are you finding that, Neuro? You enjoying it? Nick was just saying how he had finished it apparently yesterday. That's pretty cool. Okay. Apparently cannot attack that structural weakness, and then which is odd. Clearly, it takes more time than I thought to knock this. Come on. Bugger. Oh god, oh, that's not good. Didn't realise you were being laid off. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's even worse when you're like, oh yeah, I'm about to be laid off, plus I've got to do all the work. It's like, oh great, okay, thanks. Why insist? Yeah, people really seem to be enjoying it. I know I've been watching David. David's been playing. I haven't seen the odd stream of it. I mentioned it was very Game of Thrones, and apparently the developers had said, "Oh yeah, we were very inspired by Game of Thrones." I'm like, yeah, it sounds very north of England. Well, what's going on, kind of thing. Yeah, I suppose maybe it is a blessing in disguise. You've been saying it really crap recently, so yeah, I suppose maybe it is to some extent. But still rubbish that you've got to do all the work. That's not what I wanted to do, but never mind. I will get this. Maybe. Maybe I will. Dear me. Mate, no, thank you. No. It definitely does look like he chucks it the other way and it hits me. I'm like, okay.
I only need one hand to crush you. I lose oil while you bleed.
I mean, I'm definitely doing a good job of bleeding in this section, I'll tell you that much.
Interesting strategy.
Why do you think so? Doesn't seem to be working very well so far. I think there are actually 3 of them that I have to get, that's why I'm struggling with it. So it's been a little while since I've played this, so... Oh, dear me. This will know this song off by heart by the end of it. Maybe I'll actually be good at it by the end of it. Hey, Amberlayer, you alright? Nice to see you. Welcome to... how many times have I tried to kill this guy now? Just a few. Bloody hell. Yeah, definitely. I can't, annoyingly, do anything with structural weakness when he's doing his crouched over those. Really? Thought I'd have actually got good at this now. Apparently not. God. Ah, there we go. Yes. Okay.
I saved my last dance for you.
Bugger. Oh, thanks for giving Ambulator a shout out. Is that the right Ambulator? I think that's the wrong Ambulator. I think Ambulator's got an underscore. Although, have you streamed anything, Ambulator? I feel like you have, but I'm not sure if you have.
I hope you'll make this interesting.
Excuse me, thinking, oh, it'd be nice to shoot this game. Yeah, it'd be lovely, you know, show people what it's like. Then I'm like, oh, maybe not.
I only need one hand to crush
I don't know how. I'm guessing Nightbot must look at like Twitch's API for that, pull out the information about what game you played last. I don't actually know how it works. I'm like, Nightbot to figure it out. It's fine.
interesting strategy.
Well, yeah. What's left of Twitch?
You leave me no choice.
Oh, there we go. Now, quick time event central. These quick times are a lot faster than I remember. Mind you, I think I'm playing this on a harder difficulty than I Spider-Man, maybe? Oh, well. That was fun. An Android update that turned it into light theme. Yeah. I've had an update on mine recently. I've got OnePlus 9. I had an update for it recently, and I used to be able to when you pull the menu down from the top and you get your notifications. I'm sure I used to be able to expand them with 2 fingers, be able to drag them down to expand them, and seemingly that's broken in whatever version of Android I now have. Mind you, OnePlus has a habit of breaking things with updates, so I'm not entirely surprised. Yay! We did it, Nero! We did it! Whoop whoop!
La Bastille Fortress, the most notorious prison in Europe. Its patients have their memories confiscated when they check in. These memories are returned when they have served their sentence. Unable to remember their previous lives, La Bastille's prisoners are convinced that there is nothing to escape to. This twisted penal system is directed by Madame, the ferocious governor of La Bastille. Absolute master of their minds, she is the only key to access the servers in the memory confinement center. After my arrest, it was there that I was locked up with the other Errorists. Now Edge is sending me back to liberate my comrades and my confiscated memories. I have to admit, the prospect of returning there fills me with hope and dread in equal measure.
Yeah, for those of you just joining us, basically, yeah, you're a memory hunter called Nilin, and at the beginning of the game, you'd basically just had your memory wiped, and you're in the process of trying to get it back. So you were in La Bastille, you managed to escape, and we've been gradually getting bits of my memory back. And then, if you find the game too hard, you can change the settings. Nah, you're right. Carry on for the time being. Yeah, we've lost our memory, and so now basically we have to go back into La Bastille to
Only Madame
get it
has
back, hopefully.
access to the Bastille memory servers. Trace the bitch down. Find out how to get them.
Thanks, Edge. I think that will be our objective for the next stream. I'm gonna leave it there for now. It's kind of, this is what I was thinking of doing. Just kind of trying to do one episode a stream. I know I did a few before, where I did a few more than one in a go. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, which is quite amazing. Why does she sound like Kezia Burrows? That would probably be because it is Kezia Burrows. I'm pretty sure it is Kezia Burrows, actually. Yeah, it is Kezia Burrows. I was saying before, for those that have played Alien Isolation, Kezia Burrows did the motion capture and the model for Amanda. Yeah, it is Amanda, isn't it, that you play in Alien Isolation? She didn't do the voice, unfortunately. I think it would be good if she did done the voice, although I suspect they obviously wanted an American actress to do the voice, so she didn't do the voice for that character. But yeah, I only just realised that literally that was released a year after this game, so she must have, I guess, been doing the two games more or less side by side. But yeah, it's Kezia Burrows doing the acting for Nilin in this game. Yeah, I didn't actually know what else she'd done apart from Alien Isolation. Oh, Ripley, that's the one. Yeah, why did I think? Don't know why I thought it was Amanda. Oh, Bravely Default 2. I don't think I've heard of that. Is that another game? Yeah, Amanda Ripley. Yeah. I was like, she did Ripley. Yeah, was it not Amanda? Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So no, I think she's really good. It was yeah. Again, it was another one of the things that people criticised. They were like, "Oh, she's got some really cheesy lines," and I'm like, one, she's a British actor, Welsh actor, so of course we're going to make it cheesy. But I think Don't Nod wanted to make it quite a fun game. When you think of the subject matter, like having your memory wiped and trying to get your memories back is pretty dark. So obviously, I'm guessing they really wanted to lighten the mood with it, and I think she was a great choice for it, in my opinion. Kind of strikes me almost a bit Lara. Like the whole game is kind of a little bit Lara Crofty with some of the things. So maybe we should all write to Crystal and be like, yeah. So when you're looking to replace Lara, have you considered maybe getting Kezia Burrows in to do it? Oh, and if it's a great Square Enix series, I mean, okay, Square's sold Crystal off, so maybe not. But yeah, I think she did do some in Final Fantasy. Yeah, I think I'd seen that she'd done. I don't know if she's done a main character recently, but I think she's done a few sort of like additional voices in games. So yeah, I think she's really good in this game. It's one of the reasons why I really enjoy this game. I think we've talked about this when Jolo's been playing games before. Like, I think games with female protagonists are some of the better games, in my opinion. Like, you know how much I love Tomb Raider, and Assassin's Creed, where they've had female characters as well. Yeah, Tomb Raider is part of Embracer Group. Tomb Raider is part of the Embracer Group, and that's not a good thing. Yeah, I know. It's doesn't seem to be going so well. Yeah, I suppose she's a little bit like Kate Beckinsale. Yeah, I think she was a really good choice for this game. I'm really glad that Don't Nod chose her for the main character. Actually, I think she does a really good job of it. Yeah, Embracer Group are the people that own Crystal Dynamics and what used to be, I think, Square Enix Europe, formerly Eidos and all that lot. They bought out basically all that sort of gaming arm from Square Enix last year. don't actually know what else Embracer owns, but they're a group that owns all kinds of different game studios. But they seem to be, well, they haven't really done anything with the game so far. They haven't really done anything with it as far as I can tell. Like I know Crystal's working on the new game, but it doesn't seem to have really been much stuff with it. I don't know if they're specifically problematic, particularly. Jolo might know more about that than I do. It just seems to be yet another game group that owns loads of game studios. I think they were going through some THQ. Yeah, I think they were going through some financial trouble recently that people were a bit like, you just bought all these game studios and now you say you've got some financial trouble. Yeah, it's not particularly ideal necessarily. Yeah, so I think they own the IP now for like Tomb Raider, Hitman, sort of all the kind of things that used to be Eidos properties and Square Enix Europe properties. So yeah, we'll just wait and see, I suppose, what they do with it. I know they have announced the new Tomb Raider game. Well, Crystal keeps teasing the new Tomb Raider game, but I don't think they've actually released anything concrete yet. So I guess we'll wait and see. Yeah, hedge fund group that couldn't give two fucks about the games. Yeah. I mean, I think Ubisoft was talking about NFTs and Web3 crap. So, yeah, I worry that that's going to be a thing that all game companies are going to go with. And as somebody that works in software engineering, I'm a bit like, everybody loves this whole idea of Web3, and I'm like, it's a load of rubbish, frankly. But yeah. Oh yeah, Legacy of Kain. Yeah, I think it's another one that was kind of owned by that bit, that sort of old Eidos interactive bit that was then Square Enix Europe, which is basically the bit that was bought out by Embracer. So yeah, there's a load of bits of that franchise, those different franchises that were owned by that sort of European group that are now part of the Embracer group. So I mean, we'll see. Maybe they'll revive some of them, because Thief, I think that was another one that they were kind of saying, oh yeah, maybe we'll do something with Thief, and that would be quite good if they were to sort of revive that. I know they've obviously done the Hitman games recently, sort of revived Hitman games, but oh, you got a survey for what kind of a Legacy of Kain game you like. I'm trying to remember if I got something through about some gaming questionnaire from like Embracer/Crystal. Certainly keep getting them occasionally from Ubisoft, and I haven't played Assassin's Creed Valhalla for a while, so it's like probably no point asking me because I haven't played Valhalla for a bit. Although I am looking forward to the new game. Yeah, I can't quite wait for the new one, Assassin's Creed Mirage. It looks really good, in my opinion, and it's kind of going back more to the classic Assassin's Creed 1 game, which I think I was talking about that last time I played this. I was talking about, the big reveal in this game is when you kind of come out of the slums and see Neo Paris. You're like, wow, this looks fantastic. And certainly one of my early memories from playing games on my 360, I think it was one of the first games I played on my 360 when I got it, was the first Assassin's Creed game. And yeah, climbing up a tower in Jerusalem or wherever, and kind of doing the watchtower bit at the top. The eagle vision at the top, and going, wow, okay, this is pretty impressive for a console, for that kind of console in that kind of generation. I think to be able to render such a huge view of a city like Jerusalem is pretty impressive. So yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe Basim will be better in this game. He's maybe not had the best run in the previous games, so it'll be interesting. I think it looks pretty good from what I've seen of it, so I'm kind of looking forward to play it. Like, I always look forward to playing Assassin's Creed games regardless, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do with Basim in Mirage. If you don't play it before I play it, I'll let you know, Nick. Cool. Right. I am gonna go. Have they not taken the Abstergo stuff out? I feel like it hasn't been as obvious in the most recent games. Like, certainly the early games where, certainly like the first game where you jumped out back into the future, in inverted commas, and there's all the Abstergo, like escaping from Abstergo and stuff like that. Yeah, that I think a lot of people got kind of fed up with. Oh, the Rachel storyline. Yeah, I guess so. Although, was there any of that in Valhalla? I know there was a lot, and there was a lot in like the DLC for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. There was a lot of that in there, but I honestly can't remember if there was any in Valhalla. Yeah. I'll go with you, Nick. To be fair, it's a while since I played the story in Valhalla, so yeah, maybe there was more in that. I mean, I suspect they won't, because that's the whole point of the game, I suppose, isn't it? You know, the future in the current time, i.e. now, I suppose Abstergo is the big thing for the game. So I suppose they're probably going to keep it in. But yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see what they do with it. But certainly I do remember that being criticism of the early Assassin's Creed games, when you kept jumping back into the future and having to do stuff in the future. And people are like, I just want to play the game, you know. I don't want to keep having to deal with all this Abstergo stuff. I don't think there's much in Syndicate, come to think of it. I think Syndicate was one of the first games where they basically just dropped the whole Abstergo thing. Maybe Unity as well. Maybe Unity didn't have a huge amount of the Abstergo stuff in it. Or at least not. I don't really remember you going back into the sort of the future with that particularly, but yeah. You could just buy Ubisoft Plus and play it day one on that, maybe? I don't actually know how much Ubisoft Plus costs at the moment, but do we really need to get another subscription service? Yeah, I guess that's the other option. Is just don't buy it day one and just get it with all the DLC. I can't remember it being that cheap though. Like I had been watching for the additional. I had been watching for the additional DLC, the one that wasn't the one that was included in the season pass for Valhalla, when that was coming cheap, and that didn't. I don't think that came cheap for a while on Xbox. So I think I just remember buying the bullet and just buying it at some point. But yeah, 17 quid a month on top of like Game Pass and all that is just. Do you really think Jolo's going to finish the entirety of Mirage in a month? I mean, yeah, maybe you could just run through it in a month, just finish it really quickly. But then there'll be all the DLC, won't they? They're not going to release all the DLC on day one, so you'd have to then resubscribe to play all the DLC later on. Because you know what Jolo's like. He needs to get his 100% of Achievos, so he's not going to be happy if it's on like 50%. Yeah, no, that's true. I suppose I mean, I think they wrapped up the whole content of Valhalla in a year, didn't they? They kind of like, got all the DLC out within about a year of the game being released. Yeah, Odyssey, I think it took me about 200 hours to get to the end of the game the first time round when I played it. That was before it even started the extra DLC when you went into the other bit of the world. Valhalla, yeah, about 30 hours. Yeah, I'm not sure actually how long it took me to finish the campaign in Valhalla. Probably took me longer, but then to be fair, I quite like exploring. So, yeah, as I say, I reckon you'll be closer to 200 hours before you finish the campaign at the initial campaign in Odyssey, I think I was about 150 hours in before I finished it, and about 200 hours when I put the DLC on top of it. So, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, Odyssey is probably my favourite of the 3 out of Origins, Odyssey and Valhalla. It's definitely my favourite, so like I wasn't complaining about playing it, if I'm honest. So, yeah. I mean, you could finish it, or alternatively, you just keep playing it. I would say. Yeah, 200 hours to 100% it. I think that's about. I think you can probably finish the campaign in less than that. But it's, yeah, to do all the side quests and all the extra achievements and collect all the little things that you need to get to 100% definitely takes a lot of time, a lot more time. But Odyssey is fantastic, in my opinion. If I was to recommend to somebody a game, one of the games to play out of the most recent 3, Odyssey, I think, would be the one that I would choose, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, those ravens are a pain in the ass, definitely. I am surprised that's the first time you've been auto-modded, Nick, if I'm honest. Yeah. Cool. Right. I am going to get off because it is almost midnight and I do have work tomorrow. It is Thursday night. I'm trying to remember what day it is. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining me. Oh, I've literally hit 2 hours. That's nice. Hey Neko, and bye Neko. Yeah, thanks for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed seeing me struggle playing Remember Me. Oh, I really didn't think that boss battle would be quite as difficult as it was, but then I haven't actually played this game through for a while. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching that. I suspect I will be back. Might try and do Tuesday next week. I was going to do Tuesday, but then, as I mentioned, we've been looking for wedding suits, so it didn't happen on Tuesday. But yeah, might be back on Tuesday to play the next episode. Yeah, we'll see where we go from there. I have absolutely no idea who is online that I might be able to say hello to. I could see if I could raid Fleck, because Fleck is online. That'd be nice. Right, let's see. Yeah, I did spell his name right. Aha! It let me. Cool. Well, it's been lovely to see you all. I was having a play around with my bots, hence the reason why I can do shout out. And I have actually got a little raid message. So feel free to copy that. It's just emotes, so you should be able to use it. I don't actually have channel emotes, so it's just bog standard web browser emotes. But yeah, we'll pop over and see Fleck, say hello, and yeah, just pass on the love to him. And yeah, as I say, probably be back next Tuesday, maybe, to play some more of this. But yeah, I'm sure I'll see all of you around in the various different streams. Jolo is streaming tomorrow, so feel free to pop in and say hello to him. I'm sure Nick will probably be streaming. Neuro might be streaming at some point. I can't remember if... I don't think you stream, do you, Neko? But I'm sure I shall see you around. But yeah, it's been lovely to see you all. Have a good evening, folks. Have a good day, and I'll catch you all soon.